Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Promoted Sandra. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cut and sew this beautiful top with a statement sleeve that was worn by Vicky James. So the picture at the side is Vicky James and the one at the middle is the one I recreated. So if this is something you're interested in, then keep up watching and don't forget to like, comment and share. This really helps my algorithm a lot. Now I have these two beautiful Africa prints which I'm going to be using, one to make the top and the other one to make the down part. So I'm going to be using this red and black to make the top. So you are going to be needing about 1.5 yards or 2 yards depending on how big you are, but for me I'm going to be making use of 1.5 yards. So you're going to go ahead and fold your 1.5 yards into two like this. Just fold it into two. After folding it into two, go ahead and give it a very good press, like iron your fabric. Once you are done ironing your fabric, place your tape at the beginning of your fabric, mark your under bust line. From my shoulder to my under bust is 40 inches. I will mark it. Then place your tape on that line you just mark, add extra 1.5 inches. That is how low I want the gather part to be, which is the first part. Then add extra 1 inch for joining allowance. So mark from your shoulder to your under bust line, add 1.5 inches, then add another 1 inch. I'm going to repeat the same thing over here, then I'll just go ahead and connect the points together. So once I'm done connecting the points together, I'll go ahead and cut it out. Once I'm done cutting it out, I will place it on my fabric like this again. I will cut out another one. So one is going to be serving for the back and the other one for the front. I'm going to remove one and keep it aside and work on the front part first. So from the part that is closed on my fabric, I'm going to mark my neck width. So I'm going to mark 3.4 inches. You can make use of the standard measurement, which is 3 inches. And for the depth, I'm going to mark 4.5 inches. So I will just go ahead and connect the points together like this. Once I'm done connecting it, I'll place my tape on this starting line here, this top part. I'm going to mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. Then I'm going to place my tape on that 8 inches line. I will mark how long I want this sleeve to be. So I'm going to mark 22 inches. So I'll just go ahead and mark 22 inches like this. Then I will measure the total measurement I have from the starting here to this other side. So whatever I have in total, I will come to the down part. I will also measure it and mark it. After marking it, I'll go ahead and connect the points together like this. So I'm just going to cut out the excess. It is not needed. I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark 1.5 inches downward for the shoulder slope. So I'll go ahead and connect it from the neck width to that 1.5 inches I marked downward. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark the wideness of the sleeve I want. So I'm going to place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark 11 inches downward. You can decide to mark 11 inches, 12 inches, depending on what you want. Now from that point I mark, I will mark 1 inch inward. Then I'll go ahead and mark a curved line from that point to the hem of the top like this. I just curve it. There's no special way on how to do that. Then cut out the remaining parts. I will cut out the shoulder slope, then cut out the neckline. So around the neckline, I will add half inch for journey allowance. You can see that I did not cut through the exact line. So I'm going to be keeping this now and cut out the back part. For the back part, my fabric is folded into two. I'll go ahead and iron it. So first thing first, I will mark in 1.5 inches for zipper allowance. Then I'll connect the points together. After connecting the points together, I will mark my neck depth for the back. I will mark 1.5 inches, and for the width, I'm going to mark 3.4 inches, just like as I did for the front. I will connect the points together. So I will just extend it to the zip allowance line. I'm going to place the front part on it like this, aligning it on the zip allowance line. So I'll go ahead and cut out the shoulder slope like this and also cut out the neckline. To cut it out, I remove the front neckline, then I cut out the side as well. Then I'll just cut out the sleeve area open. So I'm going to keep the front part and work on the back part. Now in order for us to remove zip bulge around the back, I'm going to place my tape on the down part around the zipper line here. I'm going to mark 2 inches upward. I hate anything that has to do with bulge around the back part of my dress. So I'm going to be marking a slant line to the other side like this. I will just go ahead and mark a slant line like this to the end here. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. So once we are done with that, I will still place my tape on the zipper line. I will mark 0.75 inches to the front like this. Then I'll go ahead and connect a slant line like this and cut it at. This is just to remove zip, bulge, and anything that has to do with bulge around the back part of our dress. I'm going to fold another piece of fabric into two like this. Then I'll go ahead and mark 1.5 inches like this for zipper allowance. After marking it, I will connect the points together like this. So once I'm done connecting the points together, I'll go ahead and further fold it again to two. This part that is closed is going to be on the zipper allowance line I mark, okay? I'm going to mark a straight line across my fabric like this. This line is going to be serving as the waistline. Now, in order for me to get the full length of this top, I'm going to minus what I cut out for the upper part. What I cut out for the upper part is my under bust measurement plus 1.5 inches. That gave me a total of 15.5. So I'm going to minus 15.5 away from my tape, placing that particular 15.5 on this waistline I mark on my fabric. I'm going to mark the full length of the top. So for the full length, I'm going to mark 22 inches like this. Then I will add 1 inch for journey allowance. I will repeat the same thing over here like this. Then I'll go ahead and connect the points together. Now I'm going to divide my waist measurement by 4. Whatever I get, I will mark it on the waistline here like this. Then for the hem part, go ahead and measure where the top is going to stop on your own body. So for me, where my top is going to stop, I measure it round. What I got is 36 inches. I'm going to divide 36 inches by 4, which is going to give me 9. I will mark it there. I will add 1.5 inches for journey allowance. Then I'll connect the points together. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. On the waistline, I added half inch for journey allowance to join it to the upper part. I will cut out the side and the down. So I'm going to go ahead and pipe the neckline of the front part of this dress and also the back part. You see this part that I curved earlier, I'm just going to go ahead and use my French curve to recurve it out again, because if you check the dress Vicky James wore, it does not look like something that have like journey around that side. So I will curve it out. After curving it out, I will take this to the sewing machine. I will go ahead and gather the waistline of the front and also of the back. I've gone ahead to gather it. I noticed that this part was curved, which is the part we actually curved. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my French curve to slant it like this, like just, I will take it to the same machine and sew through this part and cut out the excess, okay? So with this, you'll be able to get a straight line. I have gone ahead to gather the waistline of the front and also the waistline of the back. I'll go ahead and fold the front into two like this and arrange it. Once you are done making your gather, you are going to go ahead and measure what you have around the front part. So what you should have should be your waist measurement divided by 4 plus extra 7 inches or 8 inches. So what I have here on my own is extra 7 inches, and that is what you're also going to be needing around the back part as well. So I'm going to be placing the belt around the down part on my lining. I will fold half inch upward away from the down part. Then I'll go ahead and use it to cut out on my lining like this. So I'm going to open the front part of my fabric like this. I will fold it into two. I will notch it. Like I will notch the middle. Once I'm done notching the middle, I will also go ahead and fold the down part into two. I will notch it. I will do the same thing for the lining. Once I'm done notching the middle, please, where you are going to be notching is the waistline. So I'll go ahead and open the top up like this. Now I'm going to place the right side of the waistband, this particular one. I'm going to be placing the right side facing the right side of the top, and the waistline where I notch is going to be on the middle part where I notch on the main fabric or the main dress. Then I'm going to bring the lining. The right side of the lining is going to be facing the wrong side of the dress. I hope you guys understand. This is the back part and this is the front part of the door face. I'm using door face, guys. So this is the right side facing the right side of the main fabric. So I'll go ahead and pin it together around the waistline. Just go ahead and pin it together. Once I'm done pinning it, I'm going to take this to the same machine. I'll go ahead and stitch it down with half inch. So I'm not going to stitch it from the beginning to the end. I'm going to leave at least half inch. I've gone ahead to stitch it. This is how the front look like and this is how the back look like. Just like as I was saying, I did not start stitching it from the beginning. I left about half inch here like this, half inch. Then on this other side, I also left about half inch so that I'll be able to turn the side of this dress. Now I'm going to open it back like this. So I'll just go ahead and fold in the top part like this. I'll fold it inside. Now I'm going to pick the lining and the main fabric like this. I will pick it, I'll go ahead and pin the down together. Once I'm done pinning it, I will take this to the same machine. I'll go ahead and sew it with 1/2 inch from here like this to this part. I will sew it with 1/2 inch. Then I will push this one inside like this. After pushing it inside, I'll go ahead and sew the side with 1/2 inch, okay, as well. Like I'll just go ahead and sew it from here downward. So guys, I am done sewing it. I will just go ahead and bring out the dress from the other side that I did not sew. So I will just arrange it, and whatever I did for the front, that is what I'm going to be doing for the back as well. So after bringing it out, I'll go ahead and iron it. So guys, this is how the back and the front of the dress look like. You can see how neat it is. Now the part I did not close earlier, I'm going to fold it in and iron it. Then I will take this to the sewing machine and stitch it down. That is what I'm going to be doing for the back part as well. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew the back. As you can see how neat it is. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to go ahead and sew zip on the back part. So this is the zip I'm going to be using. I have red, I don't have black zip at home, so I'm going to be using this red. So I've gone ahead to sew it on it. As you can see how neat it is. After I was done sewing it, I went ahead to iron it. Now I'm going to be placing the front part of this dress to the back part. I'm going to be pinning the shoulders together because I'm going to be sewing the shoulder now. I'll go ahead and pin it down. After pinning it, I'm going to take this to the sewing machine. I'll go ahead and sew it with 1/2 inch. Then I will sew the other side as well. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it, and this is how it look like. Now I will open it up like this. I will go ahead and fold the hem of the sleeve with 1/2 inch. Then I will further go ahead and fold it with 1/2 inch. I'll go ahead and stitch it round. I will do the same thing for the other side. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it. The next thing I want to do is to sew this elastic band to the shoulder line. To do that, go ahead and measure the total measurement you have around the shoulder line. Then go ahead and minus whatever you want to minus. I think for me, I minus 7 inches, I'll be 8 inches away from what I have around the shoulder line. So I'm going to be cutting out my elastic like this. I will cut out 2 pieces, one for the left side and the other one for the right side. So I'm going to open up my dress like this. I will take this to the sewing machine. I will go ahead and first of all iron this shoulder open. Iron it, very important. Then I will pin it on the neckline like this, close to the neckline. Okay, don't allow the elastic to show on the neckline. Then I'll go ahead and drag it and sew it on the shoulder line where I already sewn before till I get to the hem. So this is just a little process of the stitching of the elastic to the dress. So this is just sewing it from the sleeve area to the neck area. So after I was done sewing it, I discovered that the elastic band I used was still too long. I just decided to cut out a little bit from it, and this is how it looked like, as you can see. So I'm going to flip it over like this, right side facing each other. I will go ahead and pin the sides together like this. So go ahead and pin the armhole area, then shaping your dress. I'm going to be shaping this dress with 1 inch. So I'll mark 1 inch and connect the points together like this on the 2 sides. Once I'm done, I will take this to the sewing machine. I'll go ahead and stitch it down with 1/2 inch here. Then I will sew through this line that I have here. After sewing it, I'll go ahead and cut out the excess around this corner here and notch it, because if you don't do that, you'll not be able to like iron it properly well around this part. So this is just me notching it. After I'm done doing that, I'll go ahead and iron it open. So with this, it will be very easy for you to iron, and this is how the dress look like, as you can see. Guys, this dress really look good on me. If you know this tutorial was helpful, please go ahead and like, comment and share. This really helped my algorithm a lot. Subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. Turn on post notifications so anytime I upload, you'll be notified. Bye.